what gives you, like, when you think Cowboys and nostalgia, what memory comes up for you first?
America's team, the best NFL team ever that's carrying the NFL. If it wasn't for the Cowboys, it wouldn't be no NFL. I just feel like that. Feel like the energy of how it was. Oh man,
Spoken
look at
like a
the
true
oh.
Cowboy fan. Without the Cowboys, there would be no NFL. But it was
It
very fun,
would.
I will say, to relive the glory days of the Cowboys with the docu-series on Netflix. It was so fun to kind of walk down memory lane. But I mean, maybe the recent years of the Cowboys had a little bit of a bad taste in your mouth about the great years of the Cowboys. That might start with Micah Parsons. Have you gotten over it? Have you
Uh,
forgiven Jerry Jones for trading away Micah Parsons?
no, I haven't. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't forgiven him. Yeah, I haven't. And I think I don't know what happened, but I got it. Me and one of my Cowboy buddies was talking yesterday, and we was like, you know what? We did make some other good moves. I'm gonna focus on the positive. But I don't know what Jerry was doing. I don't know what he was on. I went to their training camp. I really wanted to talk to him. They thought they had me out there with the players, and I kept looking up at him in the box or whatever. But we got something in the works that I haven't seen, but it's working.
I mean, stick there for a second. Got some of the, I mean, you're famous, right? So, like, what's the coolest Cowboys moment you've had as a famous person that gets to hang out around the team?
Well, the coolest moment I had, I got to talk to Dak Prescott, and I shook his hand. And after I shook his hand, I feel like he had a better season. Uh, that was one of my milestones. I went to Ezekiel Elliott house after one of the games. And yeah, I had a lot of Cowboy moments. And to be honest, Cowboys are one of the reasons why I'm famous because in 2016, I started doing the Cowboys videos while we were on their winning streak with Dak and Ezekiel Elliott. And I caught that moment and it was amazing.
How did you become a Cowboys fan?
Oh, it's in the 90s. I always run with the winners. Some people rock with losers, but in the 90s, it was Michael Jordan, it was the Dallas Cowboys. So I'm a winner type of person. So I attach myself to winners, and it's just my energy just was like that. And it was the Emmitt Smith era, the Michael Irvin. It was come on, Troy Aikman. It was the era. So I'm the type of person that like attach myself to winners. So that's what happened.
Look, I can't blame you at all. I'm a Raiders fan. I have no idea what it feels like to actually watch winning football. All right, so you guys you've got some talent right now. You got some winners on your team right now. George Pickens out here sitting on a franchise tag. You think Jerry's going to pay him? Like, what would you get
Talk
this
about it.
moment now? This is your plea to Jerry. What do you do?
You pay him. Jerry gonna pay him. He holding back a little bit. He did that with Ezekiel Elliott one time. Remember, he acted like he wasn't gonna pay him. Then it was like Zeke who in the shirts. I think Jerry is a great marketing agency. He found a way to make his team because he's not winning Super Bowls, but the Dallas Cowboys somehow finds a way to be the most money team in America. So I think he's playing the marketing game. But right now it's time to win a Super Bowl, and we need Pickens. He's young. We got Dak in his prime right now, and we got Lamb over there doing what he doing. So it's like this is the time that we in a Super Bowl run. So Jerry kind of know him being a part of Super Bowl. He got the feeling of how Super Bowls feel. So it's time to bring that feeling back, the nostalgia way. Come on, Jerry, pay the man. Let's get pick it. Let's, let's get it. Oh, I heard the sound.
He master marketer. Yeah, that's gonna be him here pretty soon. Also, Jerry Jones pretty much every day when he wakes up. But master marketer 1000%. Jerry knows how to get his team into the headlines. That's his strength, right? Let's put yourself in the shoes of the Dallas Cowboys owner. You now own the team. What's your first order of business? What are we doing?
Oh, I'm getting every piece that we need. I'm not worried about the marketing because really with winning, Jerry forgot. That's how you became that. You won. You got to win. So I'm gonna do whatever I got to do to put us in the best position to win. I'm not letting go of Michael Parsons. I'm not doing that. But that's here, not there. That's over with. But right now, I'm paying Pickens. I'm doing whatever we got to do. I'm putting, I'm focusing on the line, whatever. But Dak need time. He need more time back there, and I'm focused on doing what we got to do to win. The jerseys gonna sell, the stadium gonna sell out. You got the people. It's like when you got a wife, happy life. But you got to win.
Well, the stadium is going to be packed in Brazil this season. The Cowboys playing there. We got Kountry Wayne going to be headed to Rio to watch a little Cowboy action.
Ooh.
They got to send me some money for the ticket to come out there. I got a lot of jobs. I got a
Wait,
lot of job support, alimony. I need Jerry needs to send me some of that money to come out there.
It's
And
got
just
to
like
be
ask
first
my
class, or do
ex-wife
we
to pay
fly
for the
coach?
ticket.
Are you willing to be coached to go to Rio if it's on the Cowboys time, or do they need to PJ you?
I don't want to sound bougie on this show, but I'm definitely don't want to fly back there.
Look, if the two options are coach or PJ, I mean, the answer is pretty clear. It's going to be PJ. What are your thoughts, though, as a Cowboys fan, as a football fan in general? What are your thoughts on some of these overseas games?
A lot of the stuff is probably above my pay grade, so it's probably some marketing. They're trying to stretch the lead. Probably, I don't know what they're doing, but I just feels like it's good. At the end of the day, there's nothing like growing. There's nothing like showing what started here, over there, and it's part of growth. So I'm always with growth. So anytime somebody's growing or evolving, I'm with that.
All right, so walk me through what a Sunday is like for Country Wayne. It's a Cowboys game day. What are we doing? How are we consuming it? Where are we hanging out with? Like, what's the watch experience like for you when the Cowboys are on TV?
Usually I go get my Cowboys jersey, one of my Cowboy jerseys out of my closet. They hung right by each other in order. I pick out one of the jerseys. I go pick up some blue jeans. I love the blue jeans, a pair of white Air Force Ones. Sometimes I'll come with something that got a little cowboy color in it. And me and my brother watch the game. And my brother, whatever team the Cowboys play, he put on the jersey of the other team. He's a Cowboy hater. So I got his name in my phone as Cowboy Hater. I might got the phone right here. I got his name in there as Cowboy Hater. That's his name. And I watched the game. And I
I
watched the
like. I'm
game.
just a
And
little. He's buying a jersey for. That's a lot of jerseys, dude.
It's a lot of jerseys.
yeah, it's a lot of jerseys, but see, it's a lot of hate. It's a lot of hate out here for the Cowboys. You know what I mean? This my brother. This my brother. I don't want to give away his number, but if you can see it, Cowboy Hater.
Oh my God. In
That's
all
amazing.
caps, too, nonetheless.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So I
That's a
watched the
lot of
game.
hate. A lot of hate
A lot
for
of
the
hate. Y'all,
Cowboys.
it's a lot of hate out there for the Cowboys, but we should love the Cowboys because, to be honest, a lot of sports shows it gives us conversation. Like Stephen A. Smith wouldn't even have a job if it weren't for the Cowboys. He has nothing else to talk
Maybe
about.
there may be a little bit of truth to that. Who do
Yeah,
you hate the
he has
most
nothing
as
else
a
to talk
Cowboys
about.
fan?
You got to have the one to hate. It's like every story. It's like the Avengers. You know what I'm saying? What is his name? Themos? Yeah, you got to have the
Fenton,
one to
yeah,
hate.
yeah.
Yeah. Like people talk about LeBron, so it give you something to talk about. The Cowboys are single-handedly sacrifice themselves for the NFL sports world to be what it is today.
Every good story needs a villain. That's what the Cowboys
Yeah.
are. It feels like to a lot of football fans. But as a Cowboys fan, who do you hate the most?
Who do I hate the most? I'm gonna be honest. I don't hate them because I don't like to use the word hate, but I don't like them a lot. The Eagles. The Eagles something about the Eagles do something to me, man. The Eagles and Pittsburgh Steelers fans.
Mm.
I just feel like Pittsburgh Steelers fans are meaner, but the Philly just forget that that when they catch a run, they act like they just was there the whole time a little bit. And they like to forget what the Cowboys did. Pittsburgh Steelers, they respect what we did back in the day. But it's like they're so mean. They serious about their terrible towels. I did a show one time and they threw a towel on stage and said, F them Cowboys. I didn't pay attention to their towel. I threw their towel down. The whole club booed me. Boo! That's why they like want to rush. I'm like, man, y'all threw the towel at me. But Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah.
So your new special is called Nostalgia. Why was nostalgia something you wanted to focus on?
Because I want to go back to the 90s. And back where the Cowboys was winning Super Bowls and a lot of other things when the music and R&B was R&B and we were in, school was school when you had the lunch, it didn't have cell phones. I just want to bring people back to love. And that's what it was. The world was so much a better place when the Cowboys were winning. We need to figure out a way to fix that. So I just want to bring it back to that feeling of love and get all this hate that's on the internet that people have and judgment through comments when it was everything was good, and we enjoyed life, going outside. So that's what I wanted nostalgia to feel like.
We know the Cowboys were better in the 90s. Were sports as a whole better in the 90s?
Yes. Come on, the 90s, you got the Cowboys. You got Michael Jordan, and you got Michael Jordan, and you got Michael Jordan in the Cowboys and Michael Jordan. And don't forget about the run that the Miami Dolphins had with Dan Marino when they had that streak but didn't win the Super Bowl. It was just so much going on in the 90s. The 90s were the 90s. This when shoes were coming out, when it felt pure before stars started getting on social media too much and all of that. It was just the 90s was a different game for sports for sure.
I mean,
think it's
just
hard to
imagine
beat.
that,
I think it's
'cause
hard to be that kind of star now.
Yeah, you mentioned like a couple of the stars that you just mentioned. So look at the Cowboys, look at Michael Jordan. Can you imagine if Michael Irvin and Michael Jordan lived in a 24/7 news cycle with Twitter and paparazzi following them everywhere? Like, how different would we see some of the stars? Because like, I'm with you. The 90s was a different era, but we didn't have the same level of access to information. I wonder if we would look back at that era differently if social media existed than the way it does now.
And that's the difference. I don't think we're supposed to look at everything everybody do. That's God's job. You know, that's why we got doors on our room in our houses. The kids can't come in the room all the time. So it's like I think social media kind of took away that moment of just looking at things for what it is, because at the end of the day, we're all here together in this world. We all living together, and we all gonna leave here one day. So it's like I don't got time to worry about everything somebody did. You know, as long as it ain't too bad. Now, some stuff need to get exposed when you harming people and doing things like that. And but I think we know too much about our superstars and their business. Like Michael Jordan was married. We knew he was married, but we didn't know about their business. I don't even remember seeing the inside of his house. The only thing I seen him in that Bulls jersey with those commercials in the shoes. And now with sports, it's like their personal lives get bigger than the game. And as a fan, I don't want to see that. I'm trying to escape through this. It's like going in the bar. I don't drink, but if somebody go in there and drink, I don't got no time for nobody to be preaching to me and telling me what it does. Because like, hey, I already know that. It's like right now, you know, I spent this $20. So I think sports definitely now it's not the same. We don't have no superstars that we look at like that and can enjoy the game, because it's always a political part to it. Oh, their girlfriend was there, and it's like it takes away from the fun to me.
You're 1,000% right. I know that nostalgia will be amazing. Check it out on Prime Video. Kountry Wayne, we appreciate you, man. Good luck. When the Cowboys win the Super Bowl, come back, hang out with us first. All right, that's all we're saying.
That's
come
soon.
hang out with us first.
That's soon. That's soon. In the next 3 years, we got a Super Bowl. In the next 10, we got 2 Super Bowls. I already predicted.
Ooh.
He's predicting it. When they win the Super Bowl, come back and see us. It'll be 2043. But either way, I'm just kidding. No, we appreciate your time, Kountry Wayne. Thanks for hanging out, man. We're big fans. We appreciate you.
All right, y'all be good. Thanks.